And I have my wine.
Relay all night, all night. Relay all night, relay all night.
Yeah, you could go ahead and subscribe now. Thanks.
Hey NyeAllies, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Nye coming with yet another reason for you all to keep watching. So if you're new, me too. Now we in this together, okay? So go ahead and like and subscribe because we about to get into these topics. Are you ready? Because I am. Let's do it. So in light of the season, I do want to acknowledge kind of the different tones or the different moods. I know you have people who are ecstatic about Christmas. They are buying each other gifts and they're seeing their family and they're having these great parties and everything like that. And then you have other people who are experiencing seasonal depression. When it comes to this time of year, they experience like a great sadness. And it could very well be for the opposite reasons. You know, either their family has passed or maybe they're too far to travel and don't have as many funds, or they never celebrated a holiday like this. So people may have this sadness that they just necessarily can't get rid of until the season is over. Well, I'm here to tell you that you guys do not have to spend this Christmas alone. Actually, I'm spending Christmas alone. So, for real, we in this thing together like I said. So first, I guess my first tip is kind of getting to know yourself. What do you like? What don't you like? I need to, find some sort of happiness in this time. It's just like, this time is not the only time that I'm gonna need this type of happiness. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like people view happiness as like some long-term achievable goal, but we could very well work on happiness right where we are any second of the day. Literally a thought, a mindset, a little token of appreciation for yourself. Like, I mean, it could go a long way. Some things I enjoy doing include reading a book. Right now, I'm about to start this book right here. It's about different women's testimonies. I was given it like quite a long time ago, but I haven't actually read it. So I did want to take some time out for my little break to go ahead and get up on this. I also enjoy wine. I love drinking all sorts of wine. My local wine seller, he knows me, and we're cool, and I get discounts. So that's her thing. I also enjoy, technically I'm a plant mom, but I take pride in the fact that I haven't killed it yet. So I do enjoy that, watering it, watching it grow, seeing the leaves, like, because if you don't water a plant, sometimes they'll turn, a different color. So I guess, not that I enjoy that part, but it's a highlight, I mean, if it didn't wither, then I feel like I did something right. So that's an accomplishment on my part. Also, I enjoy just, I don't know, watching movies. I love watching movies, half and half. That's my guilty pleasure right now. I love Netflix, love Disney Plus, even Hulu every now and again. Catching up on my favorite YouTubers. I enjoy doing makeup and getting dressed like I'm going somewhere, but I don't have to actually go somewhere and talk to people. I love doing that. And I also just love taking care of myself. Any type of pampering or any type of, I don't know, shopping or any type of thing. Like, I just want to do that for me. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit of what I do just to, inspire you guys and get you guys in the mood for, preparing for the holiday alone. So also during this time, I like to kind of acknowledge my thoughts and feelings. Like, okay, Naya, what are you going through right now? Are you sad because you don't have anywhere to go? Are you sad because you're home alone? Or are you sad because you don't know what to do? And this is supposed to be the most exciting part of the year. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you sad? And after you acknowledge why you're sad, you can really figure out how to make yourself happy. Because if you're sad because people aren't around, then, what can you do to change that? So do you have to, or do you want to call a friend? Do you want to you know, put on YouTube or something and, you know, have a little party by, you know, party by yourself? Like, what is it that you need in that moment? So you're acknowledging that need, and then it kind of leads you into doing something about it. Because do you want to stay sad, or do you want to get better? So my first way to kind of get happy during this time is to start applying positive thoughts with positive encounters. So that was the, you know, doing something that you love doing. It's just like, all right, well, if I watch Half and Half right quick, like, first of all, they my girls, and I feel like I'm both of them, like, period. And so literally it's like, all right, I'm happy right now. All right, like, this Christmas doesn't seem that bad. Like, it's almost like a pep talk. Like, yeah, like, you can do this now. Like, I don't feel as sad as I did when I first, you know, when I first got to the point where I had to open up Netflix and chill by myself, you know. So it may be hard in the beginning, but at the end, I feel like it's definitely rewarding. Just rewarding yourself in general, just imagine how that makes you feel. So it's just like, when I get my glass of wine at the end of the day, I'm just like, all right, like, first of all, the day is over. I can stop stressing. Second of all, let me sip, because this be making me feel great, you know what I mean? Or even if it's just like getting in your bed and just staring at I stare at my wall sometimes when I'm just in my bed laying down, because it just lets me unwind my day. It gives me time and space to kind of realize, you know, how I'm feeling. I'm constantly on go all the time, whether it's from work to school to home to YouTube to you know, talking to friends and family, to being that support system, and you know what I'm saying, like, playing all of those different roles. It's just like, okay, when I get in my bed, I need to recognize how I'm feeling. I need to sit down and think and just be like, you did a really great job today. You know, you loved a lot of people. You encouraged your coworkers. You know, were the supportive friend. Like, you just, girl, you did the dang thing. So the idea of self-care can kind of seem overwhelming at first. It could be spontaneous, or it could be planned. It's really up to you, and it's really something that you need to take your time with, because one, is for you. Two, you know, if you're somebody who doesn't want to schedule it because you feel like it's a task, listen to yourself. So maybe instead of tasking yourself and saying, oh, I need to journal every single night before I go to bed, task. Or you can change that and just be like, or you can make mental notes, and you could just say to yourself, like, dang, I need to be, you know, I need to work on being grateful. You know, I need to work on speaking positivity. I need to work on speaking positivity into myself, you know, things like that. So those things can happen throughout the day. So even when you're at work, and if you have like a manual labor job, if you completed a task, instead of just like huffing and puffing to your next one, you could take that time and really be like, dang, Nya, you did a great job at accomplishing this task today. Or even if you don't want to hype yourself up, you could just say, you completed it. I know you didn't want to be here today, but you did what you had to do. So different things like that. And self-care isn't necessarily about anybody else but you. So what works for one person may not work for you, and you have to acknowledge that. That's something that's a learning and growing process. I always say that happiness is something that, you know, can be achieved daily. You know, it's something that instead of looking at it as some big grand goal, you know, you could really look at it as something small, you know, and just work on changing your thoughts in the moment. There's literally so much love in the world. There's literally so much love in you and I. And if you're like me, you know, sometimes you may give out your love to other people more than you give it to yourself. So in looking at happiness in that way, it's literally like you giving yourself an opportunity to love yourself more each and every day. I know that it could seem forced in the beginning, but when you really start to, I guess, I don't know, when you really start to love yourself, when you really start to take care of yourself, when you really start to just acknowledge who you are and how you like to live, literally self-care will make a big difference, and it can change your whole life, literally just by doing little things at a time. I can say that my self-care journey has been extremely hard for me. Just like a little side note, I literally used to make myself so busy that I didn't have to deal with myself, that I didn't have to deal with my thoughts. Like literally, like now I think when I get into the bed and I calm down and all the other stuff. No, before I would literally run rampant until I just fell asleep. Like I would fall asleep exhausted, wake up exhausted, just so that I wouldn't have to deal with each emotion that came. I used to be scared of my emotions, to be honest. I didn't want to have emotions because I felt like they overran my life. But once I started to acknowledge them, I had less outbursts, you know, like especially being somebody with some with a mouth on them. I thought being able to push through my emotions and not feel them, I thought that was my greatest strength. But I really learned that that was one of my hugest weaknesses. Even when it came to like outbursts and everything like that, I used to have horrible outbursts, horrible lashing out on people, all of this other stuff. And it was because I wouldn't allow myself to experience the emotions I was going through as they came. So I did want to start something with you guys today, just so you can kind of get into getting comfortable with starting your own process. So today is the first day that I will be doing a gratitude journal. I love this journal to death. I've written some pretty important stuff in here, but I'm starting to realize that I want a clear slate, and that I want to do something a little bit different with this journal because it already means so much to me. So I just ripped my page out, and we are going to get to the gratitude. I don't know, it's kind of hard. I kind of want to cry. Hold on, y'all. Let me sip some wine. Grateful for my wine. No, seriously. Okay. I am grateful. I am grateful for deepening my relationship with God throughout COVID and throughout this year. I am grateful for my independence. I'm grateful for expanding my strengths. And that would include decorating, YouTube, and my counseling skills, because being at Bowie for the school counseling, it's not easy. So you guys, that was my first time doing a gratitude journal. I'm not even sure if I did it right, to be honest, but I feel much better. Like before I wanted to cry because I was sad, but now I just want to cry because I've learned so much this year. Like I've gotten so much happier than I was in the past. Like I'm truly learning how to love and enjoy life. Like I'm learning how to love myself. That journey in itself was hard, you know. So it's just like just being able to sit back and look at my accomplishments, even just looking at my room and realizing that it's really home for me, you know. Like these are my ideas that came to play. Like decorating, I had no experience with decorating at all, but you know, when I got my room, when I got my first apartment, it was just like I really have to make this home for me, because this is a place that I want to be. I want to be happy. I want to be comfortable. I want to feel like, I don't know, I want it to like hug me. Like, you know, like, I don't know. So literally, even in decorating my room, it's just like, I'm in awe with myself and with my growth and with the big jizzle with God, because, you know, a year ago I wouldn't have thought this was possible. I thought I would have stayed in my parents' house for way longer than I thought, you know, way longer than I stayed in there. So yeah, I'm happy. And I hope you guys get to a place where you can be happy too, just by some of these things. And I'm going to go ahead and insert a self-care version of this or that. It's something that I created. It's something that I use now to kind of see what I want to do in order to take care of myself. It's kind of something that's a little bit easier to decide, you know, how I'm feeling. And it's all things I like to do, to be honest. So you guys, I do want to say thank you so much for watching my channel. Thank you so much for, you know, subscribing. Y'all subscribed. I'm so happy. But no, really, you guys are truly making me smile, truly making this all worth it. I thought it would take way longer to get to, you know, even where I am now, even though I'm still a small YouTuber. But it's just, you know, I'm really grateful for this journey, for you all, for even you guys sharing parts of your journey. I do, y'all, I love it. I love it a lot. So thank you so much. It's only up from here. I wish you guys the happiest of holidays, and I really hope you learned something in this video, and I kind of hope that you apply at least some of the things that I did, because again, it worked for me. It's working for me. It's not it worked, it worked, it's working, and I can't wait to apply new techniques, okay, new things to kind of put into my self-care routine. So I'll give you guys a little bit more visuals on how this self-care thing goes for me, and I just want to say thank you so much.